All right, so we are concluding with the fight of the weekend, which is Jaime Munguia, who had a hard fought, but I think well-earned decision win against Derevyanchenko. And this really positions Jaime Munguia to be a player within that weight division. So we're going to use this as a way to not only kind of talk about the fight, we want to give these guys props on their performance in the ring, but we also want to look at the the implications for this fight and what the 160-pound landscape is going to look like. All right. So let's go with the casual Rand and kind of talk about first, give me your impressions of the fight. And do you think that the right person was awarded this decision?
Yeah, first, hell of a fight. Second, no, the right person didn't win, but we knew what was going on. I mean, it was a hell of a fight. But Chinko, he knew going in, he tried to protest the referees that was assigned for the fight before the fight even took.
The judges are
the judges. I mean, the judges before the fight, and then that was denied. So he knew going in that he gonna have to beat him convincingly and knock him out, which he didn't do. But it was give and take, man. Like 2 rounds to go to Chinko, 2 rounds to go to Munguia. Actually, Munguia impressed me with this fight because if you watch this show, you know that's my go-to. When I say bum, I go to Munguia. When you think of bum, think of Munguia. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And so, but he impressed me with this fight, even though he came in, he looked probably like 20, 30 pounds
185 pounds. Right?
Yeah, he looked huge in that fight, man. But Derevyanchenko, he held his own. He slipped. He didn't slip. He just didn't slip enough. You know what I'm saying? And then in the 11th round, where he needed the last 2 to pretty much put the nail in the coffin that he won, he got caught with that body shot, and then he ended up losing the 11th and the 12th, which I give credit to why he lost the fight. But if you scored it round by round, I think Derevyanchenko won. But for the optics,
how many?
Yeah,
because you admit that he lost 2 points in the 11th round. He lost the 12th round.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah, 12 was a 10-8 round, so that's a huge swing.
But I think he was like 4 rounds up. Going into like the 11th.
You had him 4 rounds.
He may
up.
have.
Yeah.
Like Cam. I watched 1 through 10. He won. I had him winning 3 through 10.
Okay, I mean, 4 rounds up means that at the 10th round you had 7 rounds to 3 for Derevyanchenko. So you thought he won 7 of the 10 rounds.
I didn't score it round by round, but he was winning. I mean, he was
well up.
Okay.
I thought he was too. Now, just for we had brought these scorecards here, despite Derevyanchenko protesting the judges, these scores are. I don't have a huge problem with these.
One of them was out. Scores. Two of them was okay.
Yes. So we got
the scores. Let's give the scores. We'll talk about.
We've got Rudy Barragan, who scored at 113-114, obviously in favor of Munguia. You've got Fernando Villarreal, who scored at 113-114, and you've got Lou Moret, who had it 112-115. Now that was not having scored the fight round by round seems a bit off, but that can be deceiving sometimes, especially if you're not scoring it round by round. 113-114 with a knockdown in the 12th means that Derevyanchenko was up.
Yes.
On 2 of the judges' scorecards. Right? If my math is
no, absolutely. I mean, it was that
he's up.
I mean, that's
in the 12th round.
So that's a 2-point. So let's for clarification, was the knockdown in the 11th or the 12th round?
In the 12th.
No, I thought it was the 11th.
Now, according to BoxRec, it's got Derevianchenko down by body punch round 12.
Oh, 12?
And unless somebody fucked up on BoxRec, which is entirely possible, you know.
So that means by your so that means
yeah,
that going into that last round, Derevianchenko was up on 2 scorecards.
Yeah. Yeah. The 2 Mexican judges scorecards too, by the looks of it. I don't know where Rudy Barragan is from or Villarreal. Those can be generic last names, but you know, this is in California. So if I had to guess, those are the 2 Mexican judges.
So, Coach Dave, what was your impressions of the fight, and do you think that the rightful winner was awarded this decision?
Man, I'll be honest, man. So I didn't score it like back to back, you know, because I was focused on Lopez. I mean, didn't score it back to back, but the way I did the Lopez one. But listen, man, it could have went either way. Honestly, you know, I think it could have went either way. I'm more of a fan of Munguia, so I probably would have been sitting in there with a little bias myself. You know what I'm saying? Not like the one judge, but I probably would have been sitting in there a little biased myself. But I'm kind of just opposite of Randy. I'm not so sure that he lost that fight, man. I don't know, man. It just was close, bro, and I enjoyed it, man. I mean, I haven't enjoyed anything like that. And wow, them jokers was banging.
They were banging. You know,
they were banging. And I don't know if we're gonna be talking about where to go or what 160 look. If we're gonna come back to that, that's fine. But I got these 2 cats I have been starting to watch in that division, man. So just let me know whenever we get back to
no, it's good. I think everybody
will go.
Hey, look, man. So
to it, yeah.
So I want y'all to check. I can't even pronounce the dude's name, man, but this is a southpaw cat up in that joker name, Alki Fully or something like that, bro. Ali McFully. I just can't pronounce this cat's name. Tall, lanky joke. I think he might be like 15-0. Hold on. You know what? Wait a second.
Oh yeah, because I don't see him ranked here in any of the sanctioning.
Right.
Do you think he's going to be a player though for somebody like a
Munguia? Let me pull him up. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. While Dave pulls that,
while he does that, so let's kind of because this hasn't been confirmed, but we're looking at Canelo is going to be fighting in the fall. This is probably going to be the Mexican Independence Day. And right now, it seems that the leading candidate would be a Jamal Charlo, who's 32-0, hasn't fought in 2 years, but this would be a career high payday for him. And there is some rumblings that this fight might take place at 160 pounds for the WBC title.
It would have to. It would have to be at 160 pounds because Charlo is not ranked at 168 pounds. And unless Canelo wanted to vacate, he would have to go back down to 160 pounds and fight Charlo for his 160-pound belt, even though Carlos Adames will probably throw a fit. In silence, he'll throw a fit because
they're gonna shoot him.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna listen to that. You
No,
know
but no, they might
know, but it's still
they might have to listen to him, right? They might have to give him a couple of million. Well, because
I
don't know if I said it, but it's for the
nice
WBC. I want to be clear. I said I think it's for the WBC, which would be Charlo's belt. But they could.
Yes.
This money's going to generate. I mean, this fight's going to generate so much money that you can shoot him $2 million. This guy's going to be
yeah.
I think Adames would rather get his shot at Charlo, but sure, yeah.
And get like what 900,000?
Exactly.
Well, no, man, but some people aren't just in the sport just for the money, man. Some guys
it's prize fighting.
Yeah, but guys, it's still a sport. It's still a competition. Some guys want to actually prove themselves.
Yeah, but I think the sanction bodies are trumping because look, you're gonna get 10% of a $50 million fight or 10% of a $900,000 fight.
Obviously, we all know that the WBC wouldn't hesitate to tell Carlos
Okay.
Adames to fucking kayate and go fucking sit down somewhere. that don't make it right though.
It don't make it right. It don't make it right.
Waiting for a minute. Yeah, and I would love to see. We all know what the deal is with this guy Canelo. He was at 175 less than a year ago. He's gonna shrink back down to 160 pounds and fight Charlo. Yeah, I don't see it. I think what the more likely outcome is that Charlo vacates his 168-pound. Canelo vacates his 168-pound WBC belt and then fights Charlo. He's gonna have to start vacating these belts.
I agree with that though.
These guys are gonna. The WBC will get sued. I mean, guys like Willie School and Benavidez and Morrell have been in position for over a year now.
Yeah, I mean, but Canelo's at a point. Canelo's at a point that the belts don't mean shit. He transcends the actual belts. So he can give out the belts and he's still going to get the $40-50 million fights that I
disagree with that. If that were the case, Randy, he would have fought Bivol at 168 pounds.
It's Bivol, but if you fight Charlo at Stadium, it's Bivol. Like you said yourself, the zone is trying to rid themselves of him. You fighting Jamal Charlo? Come on,
dude.
I get it. Well, I was responsible.
And then just fighting. You know what I'm saying? You can fight whoever you want. Make all the money that you want. You ain't gotta pay no sanction fees.
What is there's no more shiesty sanctioning body than the WBC. Come on, this Suleiman and
I get that.
Maybe the greatest Mexican fighter in history. They're not gonna bend over backwards.
All I'm saying, guys, is in response to what Randy just said about Canelo not holding the belts in high regard and not really wanting them. If he didn't feel like he wanted to keep those belts, why not put him on the line against Bivol at 168? That's a much easier fight to make.
It was the difference between losing your belts and just giving them up and then keep fighting and making all the money.
True. That's true. Fair enough. And the Charlo fight, there's way more money on the table. Again, that's rumors. Although I've got a pretty good authority.
Wait a minute, I heard that he turned down like $40 million to fight Benavidez.
Well, he didn't turn it down. He didn't turn it down. Apparently, he simply refused to respond to the email. You know what? We all know what that means in the world of. So he didn't turn it down. There was no counter offer, right? It wasn't like he turned it down. And this is important for our audience. I know we get labeled as Canelo haters, some of us, but just to be 100% clear, Canelo never turned down the offer. There was just never a response to the proposal, right? So take that how you want to take it.
Yeah. Let's bring it. We got a couple more minutes. Let's let Coach kind of come back around to his point.
So to bump Canelo, man, I that's what I say. And the fans got to say something about it. Let's talk about it. But look, let's just get back to the 160. I mean, I don't know whatever weight class this Joker's at, 168, whatever he's gonna fight at, 175. Bump him. In terms of the fight and what just happened with Munguia, I'm telling y'all about this cat named Zanabek Ali. Khanula.
You know Zanabek Alim Khanullah? Is that who you talking about? Zanabek Alim Khanullah.
Yeah.
The guy who's trained by Buddy McGirt.
This cat, bro, his uppercut is sweet, man. I love his body attack. Pull up some of that Joker highlights, man. And then a second cat, not as vicious, I think, as this Janabek guy, but there's a guy named Nursultanov.
Nurdin Nursultanov. Miriam Nursultanov. Yeah.
Them two cats. But the one for me is that Janabek Ali Khanullah. Because I'm always searching around looking for like what who ain't nobody talking about, but might be sneaking, bringing that thump, man. I'm just telling us now to keep an eye on this guy. I hope Munguia don't go and fight no old ass Triple G or nothing.
I mean, most definitely.
That's what's coming.
That's what's coming.
He's not going to fight a guy that we struggle to pronounce his name and has he's gonna go fight him for at least $5 million. Of course.
All right. Well, but first, just to be, let's not act like Munguia Triple G doesn't move the needle a little bit. There are people who come out. It might not be us, but there's a large segment.
I will watch that fight.
Mexican fight fans who come out. I'm not saying I like the fight. I'm not interested in that fight. I'm just saying from a practical standpoint, from a business standpoint, that is a fight that moves the needle. It's gonna move the needle a lot more than Munguia versus Schonbeck.
Yeah, no, it's a fight that you don't have to necessarily defend, right? The only guy who technically ever beaten Triple G is Alvarez. So it's just like, of course, they want to see if somebody else can come through. And he's not going to fight with those young, strong, undefeated fighters.
Say again, Dave.
How difficult of a fight is that for Munguia?
I don't know the answer to that because we have no idea what Triple G's gonna look like at 42 years old. I mean, he got pieced up. He just got pieced up by Derevianchenko, and Derevianchenko looked like he was giving up 25 pounds in there. Derevianchenko, who's not that much younger than Triple G. I think Derevianchenko is 38 or 37 with a lot of amateur fights. But the answer to your question, Dave, is we don't know. I know it's going to be fireworks, though. I know it's going to be an exciting fight. It's going to be some, as you say, it's going to be some thump in that fight. And you going to be watching.
Yeah. No, I would.
So let's keep it. Let's keep it 100 for our audience.
We all gonna watch. We all gonna watch. With that said, we want to hope that y'all keep on watching. We're gonna go ahead and kind of wrap up this segment for this week or whatnot. Want to make sure that you do like and subscribe to this channel, and we're also gonna be bringing you a little bit, more kind of different formatted content. I don't know if y'all know that, but me and the Casual Ran, we are heading out to the fight of the decade, maybe fight of the century. Terrence Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence. So we're going to be bringing you footage from that also, and be looking up for some other more kind of creative content that we're going to bring to this channel. So with that said, this is my man. This is Professor Nils. I'm signing out for Boston Jared, Coach Dave, Representative, and the Casual Red.
Peace.
All right, peace out.